Good morning, brothers and sisters. God bless you. We are on day 4 of 9. We are going through the Beatitudes. This is from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount. And today we're going to be reading Matthew chapter 5, verse 6. And Jesus said, God blesses those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied. Some other translations will translate the word justice to righteousness. So there's a couple pieces here. Let's start with that piece, the justice and righteousness piece. What does that mean? I think for a long time I mistaked the idea of righteousness for pride. Like somebody who walks around basically like, I'm holier than thou. But if you look at the root word that was used in the original text, in the context it's used, it means in right alignment, in right relationship with God. So to live just and righteous means that you accept that there is God the Father, God the Creator, that there is Jesus, and that we humble ourselves and put ourselves under His authority, which speaks to the prior verses that we just went over about realizing our need for Him and being humbled. Okay, so let's look at that word justice as living in right alignment with God. And then it talks about those of us who hunger and thirst for that. Well, hunger and thirst, water and food, is something that we want, but it's also something that we need. And we can go a little time without it, but eventually if we don't get it, we will die. And so it speaks to our need for Him, which kind of parallels the verses before. But He's not necessarily talking just about the need here. I think the hunger and the thirst is kind of talking to our desire. It's kind of like we want it. We know we need it, but we also want it. You know, like I want this nutritious food to satisfy my soul, to quench my thirst, because nothing else really will. And then there's the promise. It says, God blesses those who hunger and thirst for justice, for they will be satisfied. So there's nothing more satisfying than receiving the fulfillment that comes from living in right alignment with God. That's how I interpret that verse. See you tomorrow.